In the golden plains of Iran, where wild horses once thundered freely, a chilling silence had settled. Night after night, entire herds vanished. No struggle, no blood. Only hoofprints that ended abruptly, as if the horses were swallowed by the earth itself. Fear whispered through villages. But Div walks again. An ancient terror awakened. When the news reached the royal court, Khosrow rose from his throne with worry darkening his eyes. "Send word to Rostam," he commanded, "for no other living soul can confront a monster born of the earth." Thus, a messenger rode to Zabul, carrying Iran's hope in his trembling hands. Rostam listened quietly as the messenger spoke. He did not hesitate. Duty to Iran was the blood in his veins. He armored himself, fastened the tiger skin cloak upon his shoulders, and mounted Raksh, the only steed fit for a hero. They rode through deserts, valleys, and winds that howled like spirits. Each night, the stars dimmed as if hiding from the evil ahead. Raksh snorted uneasily, and Rostam whispered into the wind, "Do not fear, my friend. Wherever darkness rises, we shall meet it." ... At dawn, as the sun bled across the horizon, a storm of dust spiraled upward. The ground trembled, the air grew heavy. From the storm emerged a monstrous silhouette, horns curling like molten iron, teeth jagged like shattered stone, skin cracked and glowing with infernal light. Akwan Div, ancient predator of plains and nightmares. His booming laughter shook the sky. "So the lion comes at last," he thundered. "Have you come to reclaim your stolen horses, hero, or shall I take you as well?" Rostam leveled his spear, his voice cold as steel. "I've come to end your terror." Akwan struck first. He ripped entire boulders from the ground and hurled them like playthings. Raksh dodged with lightning grace as stones shattered behind them. Rostam's sword cut into the demon's hide. Sparks flew, metal screamed, but Akwan's skin was harder than bronze. Their clash echoed across the plains, a storm of fury, dust, and divine strength. Akwan roared, "You cannot harm me, human." Rostam answered, "We shall see." With a sudden whirl of dark magic, Akwan dissolved into smoke, then reappeared behind Rostam. The ground opened beneath the hero's feet, and before he could react, Akwan's massive hands seized him and lifted him into the sky with terrifying ease. Raksh screamed below, rearing up in panic as Rostam drifted higher and higher, the plains shrinking beneath him. Akwan's laughter echoed like thunder. "Did you not expect a div to play with his prey?" Suspended in the air, Rostam faced the monster's blazing eyes. Akwan snarled, "Tell me, Rostam, shall I dash you upon the mountains so your bones scatter like sand, or cast you into the sea so the waves swallow your name forever?" Rostam understood the demon's twisted nature. A div always chose the opposite of what his victim begged for, so he answered boldly, "Throw me upon the rocks. Your sea holds no terror for me." Akwan's face twisted with delight. "You fool. Then I shall drown you instead." Akwan hurled him like a meteor toward the distant sea. Wind roared. Clouds tore past him. The horizon spun wildly. Yet Rostam did not scream. He clenched his muscles, angled his body, and struck the ocean like an eagle piercing prey. The impact thundered across the water. But he lived. The sea had not claimed him. Hours later, he emerged from the waves, every step fueled by burning fury. "By the soul of Iran," he growled, "I will not rest until that demon falls." Tracking a div was no simple task, but Rostam was no simple man. He found broken trees, crushed footprints, and the scent of sulfur on the wind. At last, he discovered a hidden valley where Akwan had imprisoned the stolen royal horses. The animals whinnied and cried with relief when Rostam appeared, for even creatures of instinct recognize a true guardian. Akwan sensed the hero's return and emerged from the shadows, towering and furious. Still alive? He snarled. You are harder to kill than legend claims. Rostam mounted Raksh. Sunlight glinted on his blade. With heaven as my witness, he said, you will trouble Iran no more. They charged. The earth groaned beneath their power. Dust spiraled like dragons. Raksh leapt, and Rostam struck, driving his blazing spear deep into the demon's heart. Akwan screamed, a sound that shook mountains, then collapsed into dust and silence. The skies cleared. Birds sang once more. The horses were freed. Rostam gathered the herd and rode back across the plains, a lone hero guiding dozens of galloping souls. When he reached Kay Khosrow's courts, the king himself embraced him. Once again, you have saved Iran. Your name shall shine brighter than the sun. Rostam bowed humbly, though the world itself bowed to him. And thus the tale of Rostam and Akwan Div became one of the most unforgettable victories in the eternal epic of the Shahnameh.